Welcome to America Reads. In today's activity, we will be focusing on some math. Today's standard: use parentheses, brackets, or braces in numerical expressions and evaluate expressions with these symbols. Let's get started.
Okay, so in today's activity, we will be going over parentheses, right? So it's these little guys here that are hugging the numbers in between. And we will also be going over Pemdas, which, if you know, means parentheses, exponent, multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. That's basically what that entire thing stands for. And we're going to go over some problems where we are working with parentheses, and we really do have to apply PEMDAS in order to solve the problem and get the correct answer. Here we have this problem where not only do we have parentheses, but we also have an exponent. So now, always remembering to look at PEMDAS before we solve a problem like this. We can see that the P is first, which means that we have to solve what's in the parentheses first. So 20 minus 10 is 10, so then we would just rewrite it as 2 times 10 plus 5 squared. Now, what's next? E for exponent. So do we have an exponent? Yes, we do. We have 5 squared there, which gives us 25. So now we have 2 times 10 plus 25. And now we can start looking at the multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. Doesn't look like we have any subtraction or division, so we see that multiplication is first, that M, right, for multiplication is first. So then that means that we would have to multiply these two first, which 2 times 10 gives us 20 plus 25. And now, since that's the only thing that we have left, now we can just go ahead and add those two numbers, which gives us 45, and that gives you your answer. Here we have our second problem, which looks a little bit of a mess because we have addition, division, and multiplication. But again, if you always, to help you remember, always write down PEMDAS, just so that you have it there to look at while you're solving a problem. Okay, so we don't have any parentheses and we don't have any exponents, which means that we could go ahead and jump into multiplication. Actually, we do have an exponent. Oh, that went right over my head. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and rewrite this as 2 plus 2 divided by, and we also, okay, times 25. Okay, so I know my 2 looks a little funny there. So now that we've broken down our exponent, we jump onto multiplication. So we do see some multiplication right here, which means that we're going to multiply 2 times 25, which gives us 50. So now we rewrite that as 50. And you'll notice that as you're solving the problem, your problem gets smaller and smaller each single time until you actually just end up with one single number, which is your answer. Now that we've done multiplication, we jump onto division, which is next. So this would give us, we would have to divide 2 by 50. So we divide 2 by 50, which is going to give us an odd number. But then go ahead and plug that into the calculator if you want, and that would give us 0.04, a decimal. Don't really like decimals. So then you would just add 2 plus 0.04, and your answer would end up being 2.04, and that's your answer for this equation. Here we have our third problem, which again is a little bit more complicated than the others. We have a mixture of everything here, but nothing we can't do. So again, I'm gonna go ahead and write out Pemdas up here just so that I can refer to it while I'm going through the problem and I won't forget, because even sometimes writing it down leads to me forgetting about something. I'll accidentally miss the exponent or the division, or I'll make a silly mistake. So having it to refer to is going to make it a million times easier for you to actually solve the problem correctly. So first one, parentheses. Do we have parentheses? Yes, we do. So we're going to go ahead and solve whatever is in our parentheses here. So go ahead and 3 cubed and 9 plus 3 gives us 12 divided by 12. So now we see here again our problem getting smaller every time that we solve something on it. So next is exponent. Do we have an exponent? Yes, we have 3 cubed right here. So we can go ahead and write that out. 3 cubed gives us 27, by the way. So we go ahead and just copy everything else down after we solve that. Now, which one's the next? Multiplication. And you see that these two numbers you have to multiply. Every time that you have a regular number next to a number in parentheses, that's basically telling you to multiply those two numbers together. So we're going to multiply 27 by 12, and if you plug that into the calculator, it will give you a big number. It will give you 324, and you divide that by 12, and again you can go ahead and plug all of this into the calculator because we're working with big numbers now. And 324 divided by 12 gives you 27, and that would be the final answer for this problem. Just always remember, write down PEMDAS, follow it, point at the letters. Always try to remember what each letter stands for. It's not that hard. You know, just multiplication, division, addition, and subtraction. It's math that you do every day. But just make sure that you write it down for reference, and it makes it easier for you.
Thank you so much for learning with me today. I hope you come back soon and learn some more with me. Please comment if you have any questions, like and subscribe to our channel, and we'll be back with tons of new fun activities.